If every time you look in the mirror you still see the person you were and not the person you want to be, this video is for you. Or better yet, did you know that a snake can die if it doesn't change its skin? So can you. But the question is, are you going to be reborn, or will you stay stuck in your past? Today, we're going to talk about how to let go of the weight of yesterday and reinvent ourselves. Because, let's be honest, how many times have we felt imprisoned by our mistakes, labels, or past stories? The past doesn't define you unless you keep holding on to it. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to let go and build a new, authentic, and powerful identity. An ancient fable tells that an aging eagle was caught between two choices: die slowly or be reborn. Its beak was worn out, its talons could no longer hunt, and its feathers were too heavy to fly. But instead of giving up, the eagle made an extreme decision. It flew to the top of a mountain, ripped off its beak, slammed it against a rock, waited for a new one to grow, then tore off its old talons and molted all its feathers. It was a painful process, but after months, the eagle resurfaced completely renewed and lived 30 more years. You can do this too. Maybe not by plucking out your beak, please don't do that, but by letting go of what no longer serves you. Now, why is that so hard? The reason it's hard to let go of the past is simple. Our brain is programmed to hold on to the familiar. Neuroscience tells us that 95% of our daily actions are automatic habits created by our past experiences. In other words, you're reacting today with the same mindset you had years ago. And this has brutal consequences. Self-limitation. You keep thinking that you're not good at something because you once failed. Self-boycott. You don't allow yourself new opportunities because that's not for me. Anxiety and guilt. Your mind repeats past mistakes in an infinite loop. According to neuroscience and personal transformation expert Dr. Joe Dispenza, if you keep thinking about the past, you'll keep creating the same future. Because every thought generates emotions, and those emotions reinforce your identity. The good news? You can hack your brain to stop repeating history. Here's how to do it. If you want to break free from the past and reinvent yourself, you need 3 key steps. 1. Break free from your old story. The past is not your condemnation. If someone asked you, "Who are you?" would you answer with your story of past failures, traumas, or labels? You are not your story. You are who you decide to be today. Practical exercise. Write down on a piece of paper everything you think defines you based on the past. Then burn that piece of paper. Yes, literally. It's a symbolic declaration that your former identity no longer has power over you. 2. Reprogram your mind. What you repeat defines you. Words create realities. If you keep saying, "I am an anxious person," your brain assumes it as truth. Replace limiting beliefs with new affirmations. Instead of, "I am an insecure person," say, "I am in the process of becoming confident." Instead of, "I always sabotage myself," say, "I make better choices for myself every day." Science fact. According to neuroplasticity, the brain is moldable and responds to the thoughts you repeat the most. A Harvard University study showed that the brain creates new neural connections with the repetition of positive thoughts. 3. Break free from your old story. The past is not your condemnation. Take consistent actions, small acts, big changes. Your identity doesn't change just by thinking differently. You need to act differently. Strategy. Ask yourself, how would the person I want to become act? Then mimic those behaviors every day. If you want to be someone who is disciplined, don't expect to feel motivated. Do what a disciplined person would do. If you want to be more confident, act like someone confident even if you don't feel it yet. This is called embodied cognition. The brain adopts a new identity when the body experiences it first. Look, letting go of the past doesn't mean forgetting what you lived through. It means deciding that it no longer defines who you are today. The question is not, can I change? Because the answer is yes. The real question is, am I willing to do what it takes to be my best version? Leave me in the comments. What story or belief from the past do you need to let go of today? If this video helped you, like, subscribe and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Remember, the past is a chapter, not the title of your life. It's time to write a new story.